In the NFL, it's not about how you start, but how you finish. For example, look at how many top seeds go one and done. 2016 Dallas Cowboys, anyone? Then look at how many wildcard playoff teams go the distance, like the 2010 Green Bay Packers did. You get my point, right? You know, some of the best NFL teams in history didn't even win their division. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we present the 10 greatest NFL wildcard teams ever. And a big shout out to Niner Dawg for suggesting this list. We do hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day. First, here's a quick look at some honorable mentions. 2008 Indianapolis Colts, Peyton Manning won the MVP. Indy won its final 9 games to finish 12-4. 1975 Dallas Cowboys, led by quarterback Roger Staubach, Dallas went 10-4 and reached the Super Bowl. They lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers, though. 1999 Tennessee Titans, 13 wins wasn't enough to win the division, but Steve McNair guided Tennessee to Super Bowl 34, where they lose to Kurt Warner's St. Louis Rams at the 1-yard line. 1985 New England Patriots, a solid 11-5 record got them into the playoffs. They're best remembered as a team that fell victim to the Chicago Bears' juggernaut defense in the Super Bowl, though. And number 10, 1992 Buffalo Bills. The usual dominant Bills of the 90s, Jim Kelly was the star quarterback leading an elite offense. Thurman Thomas was still at the top of his game, and Andre Reed was Andre Reed in his prime. Buffalo won 11 games to nab a wild card spot. They erased a 32-point deficit against the Houston Oilers in their first playoff game. They reached the Super Bowl only to lose 57-17 against the Dallas Cowboys. Number 9, 1998 Green Bay Packers. Fresh off his third straight MVP season, Brett Favre was looking to take Green Bay to its third consecutive Super Bowl. Reggie White was still part of this elite defensive group, leading the Packers to 11 wins. The Packers' terrific season ended in controversy. Green Bay faced the San Francisco 49ers in the wild-card round. Jerry Rice fumbled the ball in the final moments, but the refs didn't see it. Terrell Owens' iconic touchdown reception ended the Packers' run just minutes later. A great Packers wildcard team nonetheless. Number 8, 2007 New York Giants. The G-Men lost their first 2 games and were on the ropes. Then Hall of Fame pass rusher Michael Strahan took over and helped New York win 7 straight regular season games. They made the playoffs with 10 victories. Then the Road Warrior story happened. New York won 3 straight road games in the playoffs and faced the 18-0 New England Patriots in Super Bowl 42. The Giants pulled off the greatest upset in NFL history and ended the Patriots' bid at perfection, winning 17-14. Number 7, 2010 Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, enough said. Owning the NFL's second-best scoring defense that allowed just 15 points per game. The Packers earned the second wildcard spot in Week 17, and they won 3 straight games to qualify for Super Bowl 45. Rodgers put on a performance for the ages, and the Packers defeated Pittsburgh 31-25 in the Super Bowl. Another great wildcard story that looked so similar to the 2007 Giants. Number 6, 1996 San Francisco 49ers. Steve Young paced an incredible scoring machine that finished third in points scored at 24.9 per game. But the 49ers defense was also lethal, allowing just 16.1 points per game. San Francisco went 12-4 but lost the division to the Carolina Panthers on a tiebreaker. That would prove costly, as the lack of home field advantage hurt them. Brett Favre's Packers crushed San Francisco in the divisional round, eliminating one of the greatest wildcard teams of all time. Number 5, 2005 Pittsburgh Steelers. Fresh off of a 15-win season, 2005 belonged to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Elite running back Jerome Bettis was in his swan song season. Pittsburgh wanted to win that elusive championship for him before he hung up the cleats. Well, the Steelers got into the playoffs with 11 wins. That was thanks to their elite defense that allowed just 16.1 points per game. Pittsburgh pulled off upset after upset after upset. Next thing you know, they're in Super Bowl 40 against the Seattle Seahawks. The steel curtain dropped on the Seahawks. Pittsburgh won 21-10 to pull off one of the most epic underdog stories in NFL history. Bettis retired a champion. It was a remarkable finish by this great wildcard team. Number 4, 1986 Washington Redskins. Washington was one of the most dominant teams in the 80s. 1986 was one of their finest years, too. Jay Schroeder and George Rogers formed one of the NFL's elite offenses. Washington finished 9th in both points for and points against. They won 12 games and would reach the NFC Championship game. But the New York Giants defense stymied Washington's offensive attack. Lawrence Taylor and co shut out the Redskins with a 17-0 victory. The Redskins were close, but not good enough to cap off a wild-card Super Bowl run. Number 3, 1980 Oakland Raiders. Top 10 in offense and defense. Jim Plunkett is on top of his game, and Lester Hayes led the defense with 13 interceptions. Oakland won 11 games and simply got hot at the right time. They took down Houston, Cleveland, and San Diego to reach the Super Bowl. There they encountered the juggernaut Philadelphia Eagles, but the Raiders' defense shut down the Eagles' high-flying offense, winning 27-10. They were the first wildcard team from AFC to win the Super Bowl. Number 2, 2000 Baltimore Ravens. This could arguably be the best defense in NFL history. Ray Lewis led a suffocating Baltimore squad that allowed just 10.3 points per game. Jamal Lewis powered the offense with 1,364 rushing yards. Baltimore went 12-4 to earn a wildcard spot. They took down the Denver Broncos in the wildcard round, then the defending AFC champion Tennessee Titans in the divisional round, then the Raiders in the AFC championship game. Their defense met the New York Giants in the big dance. It wasn't even a contest. The Ravens won 34-7, earning their first Super Bowl ever. That is how a real wildcard team does it. And number 1, 1997 Denver Broncos. John Elway led a top-ranked Denver offense that averaged 29.5 points per game. Terrell Davis and Shannon Sharp powered that offense as well. The Broncos also allowed just 17.9 points per game and finished 12-4. Denver crushed Jacksonville in the wildcard round. Then they took down Kansas City in the AFC divisional round. Then they shocked Pittsburgh in the AFC championship. They met league MVP Brett Favre and the defending Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 32. The Broncos were 11-point underdogs, and it didn't matter. Davis completely dominated the game, and Denver won 31-24. It was their first Super Bowl championship in franchise history, and to make it even better, it cemented them as the best wildcard team ever. Who do you think is the best NFL wildcard team ever? Join us in the comments section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.